Hey, welcome to Game Crunch, keeping you up to date with the latest going on in the video game world. Today I've decided to do kind of like a good news, bad news sort of video. We're going to talk about the future of Ubisoft, from the delay of Assassin's Creed Shadows to the poor performance of Star Wars Outlaws. It has not been a very good year for this company. Now we're seeing all kinds of rumors about them being possibly going private. But we've got some good news from our friends over at FromSoftware and how they're going to take care of their employees moving forward. It's always nice to hear because all we seem to hear about is seas of news about layoffs. But without further delay, I'm not here to milk you for watch hours. Let's just get right into it. You thought you'd get away without me reminding you to like and subscribe? Wrong, bucko. Alright, let's go. So let's talk about this Ubisoft situation. You may have heard of this company, they made Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. Well, according to a report from Bloomberg, Tencent and Ubisoft's founding Guillemot family are considering making a move to take the company private after a tough year, where the company's lost over half of its market value. Tencent already owns around 10% of Ubisoft, and it seems like they've been discussing options with the Guillemot family to stabilize the company. While talks are still at an early stage, there's no guarantee anything will happen. One option on the table is taking Ubisoft private. Other possibilities are also being explored, but the primary goal is to address the company's financial struggles. I find this a very interesting turn of events because if you remember just a few years ago, that almost hostile takeover from Vivendi, I bet you those guys are happy they dodged the bullet on this one. In September, Ubisoft stock hit its lowest point in 11 years after delaying Assassin's Creed Shadows and the underwhelming launch of Star Wars Outlaws. This drop sparked calls for big changes. In fact, a minority investor, AJ Investments, even suggested Ubisoft should go either private or be sold to a strategic investor. They also recommended cutting costs, focusing on core IPs, and possibly even replacing CEO Yves Guillemot. Now, as one final ray of hope, the stock price has surged back up by about 25% with all of these buyout talks. So Ubisoft is definitely in a critical moment. Could a partnership between Tencent and the Guillemot family be the solution to turn things around? Only time will tell. Hey, maybe all we need is that new Splinter Cell game. Just throwing it out there. Now let's move on to some positive news from FromSoftware. You may have heard of them as well. They make games like Dark Souls and what was that other one? Elden Ring? Starting in April 2025, FromSoftware employees will see an average salary increase of 11.8%, with new graduate salaries getting a 15% boost. That means starting salaries will go up from about $1,775 US to about $2,050 US. That being said, those new graduate salaries do still seem very low even after the hike. In a statement, FromSoftware said they aim to create a work environment where their employees feel motivated and fairly compensated, so they can focus on developing high-quality games that inspire joy and emotion in players. This salary increase, they say, is a big part of that vision. What a wild concept. Take care of your employees and then they'll take care of the company. It's so weird. FromSoftware's Elden Ring continues to be a huge success, having sold over 25 million by the time its latest DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, was released. That DLC alone has sold an additional 5 million copies in its first week, and if that wasn't enough, Game of Thrones writer George R.R. Martin, who helped build the world of Elden Ring, hinted that the film or TV adaptation could be on the horizon. While he didn't confirm anything, his playful comments about rumors have certainly fueled some speculation. It's great to see a company like FromSoftware not only succeed in the gaming space, but also take care of their employees. Hopefully this leads to more great games in the future. That being said, that's all for today. So what do you think is going to happen with Ubisoft? It's definitely been a bit of a roller coaster situation here. I really hope the company pulls through because they have made a lot of great games over the years, from Splinter Cell to the Assassin's Creed. I would hate for a company like that to go under. I don't think that's going to be the case, but what are your thoughts on this pay increase from FromSoftware? Do you think it's still not enough, or is this a generous offer? Of course, as always, drop your comments down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good weekend.